Hello and welcome everyone, it's your boy LF Jake with a brand new season of our playthrough of Wildermyth. It's season 3, we have done Age of Ulstrix, we have done the Enduring War, and now we start Monarchs Under the Mountain. We did read the description at the end of our last season, but we'll read it now as a sort of introduction to this one. Discontent, dashed dreams, destruction and death. An underground cult thrives, lining its nest with disasters. If opposed, the ancient tyrannical powers behind it will bring battle to the life-loving, fierce and free before making them an offer. A 5-chapter story with Deepists as the main threat. Now, cheeky little bit of information. In our last couple of seasons, there's been a few events that have been added due to mods that I didn't really like. I thought it was... Where is it? I thought it was expanded events. And there's a new one that adds more... Oh, and new events. I thought it was part of those, so I didn't have them on our previous playthroughs. But I found out, in fact, it was the Legendary Weapons mod that added the immersion-breaking events. So we removed this mod. We've added new events and expanded events. So hopefully we'll have less repeat events. Because obviously I know in Season 1 and Season 2 there are a few events that repeated again. And hopefully, we'll have a bit more of a varied playthrough now because we've got some mods that add some more events in. Let's go. Now, this is very interesting. Usually, I would say that you don't need to watch Season 1 or Season 2 if you want to watch Season 3 of this playthrough. But in this playthrough, we get 2 characters from previous playthroughs and 1 brand new one. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll the dice. Nice and simple. A 5. I'm going to randomize the first option 5 times and we'll see what character we get. Alright. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to randomize it once more. Whoever we get is part of this new story. It's Olive. Okay, cool. We'll roll the dice again. Do the same thing for the second slot. It's 5 again. I like it. We're going to randomize tie 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoever I randomized this last time is in the game. Viv. So we have a Season 1 character and a Season 2 character. Nice. And our third character is going to be one of our making. Now, I've already had someone in the chat give me the description of this character. We did it off stream. Well, I did it before I started recording the episode. So we are going to, if I can remember all of the details. I mean, Chill, you are in the chat, so if I get anything wrong, please do let me know. The hair that you chose was this one. You wanted it to be dark brune. Primary colour was purple. Secondary colour was black, but I don't like too dark black because it makes it look jet black and you can't see the details. So we go very, very, very dark grey. I think I'm happy with everything else here. If I've missed anything out, please let me know. The personality, this is where I'm going to need reminding, I think. I know we had bookish, romantic, leader, healer, and poet. I don't remember what order they were in. There we go. So healer was number 1. Bookish, number 2. Romantic, number 3. Poet and leader. Nice. A pretty good memory from me, to be fair. We'll have a look at the aspects of our mirror. She's alive, tall, calm, a farmer. She's gritty with potential. She feels shame. She's a human. She's flexible. She's thin. She's ugly. And she's young. Let's have a look at her history. Mira's abusive parents left town when she was 10, never to return. The girl lived with her grandparents afterwards, who put her in school, fed her, and loved her as much as they could. Often the target of others' teasing, she grew guarded and resentful. When a fellow came through town, calling himself a priest, and spoke of a new family he'd found among his devout brothers and sisters, Mira gravitated to the message. She ran away to join their underground cult. She quickly grew disturbed, fearful of the teachings being driven into her ears. Her heart. There was no escaping the warren. So that's very interesting. I was not expecting this. Mira is actually going to be a part of the cult, or at least was about to be a part of the cult. We can see when we choose the characters, Mira needs rescuing. So it looks like Olive and Viv have taken the job to rescue young Mira. What's very interesting about this playthrough is if I go on the history, Olive has got 13 kills and Viv has got 36. I think our most kills for a hero is like 47 or 48. So Viv, this could be your time. This could be, you know, this could be your time. Also, Olive is 25 and Viv is 24. So we almost have to think of this as sort of a prequel. These are two people that had different stories, but when they were younger, they had an adventure together. Because obviously, I think Viv is like 40-something, and I think Olive is 40, or something like that. I don't know how it's going to make sense. Maybe all these seasons will be like alternate dimensions, rather than all one singular timeline. But I don't know, maybe we'll make it make sense. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so so Olive is no longer level 3 or 4 or whatever level she was. So we are going to only pick one. We're going to pick the Wood Dog ability because I think that was huge in our first season. And Viv only gets one ability because we're going back to level 1. And we're going to go with Sentinel. Olive better not cheat on my boy Thane. I'll be so mad. Oh, yeah. And no, Viv didn't have a relationship, did he, in Season 2? He did have a child. Bran, I believe, was his name. But no relationship. Olive is with Thane, so we'll see. I wonder if... We'll have a look in a second at the relationships and see if it says. Awaken, Oathtaker. Lower yourself. The secrets of creation lie within these depths. You will know them all in time. Peel your eyes to darkness and see only the truth. Oh, there's Viv and Olive's shadow. Awaken, awaken. The surface belonged to brutes and apes, fat rats and rogues. Awaken, awaken. You sacrificed so much to belong on that sunstruck plateau, and they still rejected you, cast you off. They will feel the prophet's wrath. Awaken, bring solace and surety to the lost. Awaken, awaken, awaken. Awaken, awaken, awaken. Wake up. Huh? Up, now, we're leaving. They're all around us, Viv. Shush, her eyes are open. Easy now, your grandma's worried. Okay, so Olive and Viv must have been hired by Mira's grandmother. The heroes are here, Mira, is it? Don't talk, here's a weapon. Help us if you can. And we are going to make Mira a warrior, correct, Chill? Unless you want it to be something else, you let me know. Obviously, Viv is a warrior and Olive is a hunter. But obviously, we don't need to be the most varied team. Keep Mira as a warrior. Sweet. We'll need to go out. We need to go out the way we came in before they overwhelm us. Let's do this. Okay. So, if you're watching this, if this is your first season and you've not watched season 1 and 2, let me give you a quick rundown of the game. So this is Wildermyth. It is a procedurally generated RPG with turn-based combat. We have a green section here, so it's Mira's turn right now. The green area is where we can move. If we want to waste our combat action, then we can move into the yellow. Obviously, we won't get to attack. We get a movement action, and we get a combat action. We also get a swift action, which is this feather icon, which we don't have any moves that require a swift action. But if we did, usually it's like a little secondary attack or something you can do. Like here we go. See, Olive can open the door and then still attack, or she can use Spirit Chase, which does magic armor damage, and then she can still attack afterwards. We're gonna swap weapon. She's got the axe and shield. Oh yeah, she got the Thane fella. Okay, so the mission objective in the top left here: escape. All heroes must survive. More Horn Children are coming, so we need to get to this blue area. And not one person can fall. Good job, Viv. Can our wood dog open doors? No. So the wood dog here is Olive's only skill. Let's whip out the bow. But also, so you don't need to watch season 1 and 2 to get with the story. It's going to be a completely different storyline. But if you ever look at Olive and you're like, how did she get this shield? How did she get the Thane fella axe? How did she get this cheeky little cat pet? How did she get that eye patch and that scar on her face? Or if you're looking at Viv, if you're looking at Olive and you're like, how did she get all this stuff? Then you can watch the previous season. So Olive was a character in season 1 and you can see how she got the pet, how she got the shield, how she got the eye patch, how she got the scar. But obviously you don't need to watch season 1 to understand what's going on in season 3. They're completely unrelated stories. Season 1, 2 and 3, all different stories. Just to let you know, just to like sort of ease your mind. So we are going to shoot the Horn Child. Nice. And I like how Olive is a hunter with a bow, but she's pretty handy in melee combat as well. This whole red zone is part of Viv's move Sentinel. If anyone moves in that zone, Viv is going to jump forward and attack. Fool! Oh, wait. He's in the zone? Oh, so okay. So the dog is standing where Viv needs to jump to. If you stand next to an ally, you get a thing called walling, which gives us an extra physical defense. I think it might be physical or magic defense. It's just this shield in the middle. I'm not really sure. Yeah, let's push Olive forward. Let's swap to the axe and shield. Okay, we got blocked. That's okay though. It happens. I'm going to control the dog first because Viv can't get involved. Okay, dog got dodged. That's okay. Viv, can you do anything? There we go. That's more like it. Oh, that wood dog's taking a beating. No, wood dog! That is so sad. That's the saddest thing I've ever seen. We must fight and move. These little red spots here are where enemies are going to spawn in at the end of every turn. So we need to make sure that we don't stop moving. There we go, Olive. Good job. Nice. And this is good because I always like to keep a little tally of how many kills everyone's got. So at the end, when we finished all of our playthroughs, we can see who was the most legendary warrior. And right now, because Viv's got in his second season, it might be him. I mean, so's Olive, but Viv got a lot more kills in his first season. I wish I could attack and move, but unfortunately, attacking ends your turn. But we can go move forward and do Sentinel, which means if anyone moves in the red area... Oh, okay. Usually that would kill someone. Okay. Mirror, let's move. Good kill. Luckily with Olive, she has a bow. Oh, actually, I think Viv's got a crossbow on his back. But I think I prefer moving him and then doing Sentinel, because I think... Wait. So the spear does 6 damage, the crossbow does 3, yeah. And because these guys have got 2 physical armor, it actually wouldn't kill. So I'd rather go into Sentinel and hit them with a spear when they get too close. Oh, if they don't dodge every attack. Good job. Mira holding herself well. Guess we could shoot. I mean, we're killing for sport at this rate. Let's just go. I've lost the light. What do you mean you lost the light? The way up. This place is a maze. Kriorg! From the belly of the earth, a horn lowly howls. Humming voices echo the note. A wave of dark bile flooding up the warren, snaking holes. The Shadow Hunter. That's his call. Which way? I don't know either. But Mira remembers now. She's not sure how. She can feel it in her feet. Follow me. Away? Huh? Oh, you can still shoot with this turn. Have that, awoken boy. We have to treat the Horn Child like they're just mindless zombies and they're going to keep on coming. We can't waste our time holding them back, you know? Oh boy. Good job, Viv. So as much as I'd like to attack, we need to start moving up this place. Doesn't look like anyone's here, to be fair. I mean, someone will spawn here. It's a weird cult, isn't it? Do humans get turned into these things, or are these just creatures that work for them? Are the higher-ups in this cult humans? Who knows? And we are done, unless we all need to get there. We all need to get there. Okay, we are not done. Sorry, Mira, I know you were leading the way, but... Oh my gosh. That's quite a lot of Horn children. Bye. And we finish our first fight. Taking, I think, 0 damage. And we get our first item. The Bracelet of Grace. We are going to roll the dice every time we get some equipment like this to see who it goes to. If we roll a 1 or a 2, it goes to Viv. A 3 or a 4, it goes to Mira. And a 5 or a 6 goes to Olive. It's a 5. Olive, these are for you. Extra dodge. Nice. That fits your roguish hunter appearance. They emerge from the tunnels into a scarlet brown afternoon. Thunderheads rolling in from the east and north. That's nice cave work, cave girl. Let's put some distance behind us. These hills must have more than a few dens in them. Calamities. Your enemies improve their strategies after every fight. So after every fight, the enemies get cards to add to their deck. There will be some opportunities where we can get rid of some to make them weaker, but they're going to keep on getting stronger as we play through the game. A night storm shakes their tent. Water runs under the canvas and soaks them. Attempts to set a fire are futile. It doesn't get much better than this, does it? A rescue in a rainstorm? You're enjoying this? Excuse me, who are you two? Us? Us? We take risks. Beat the odds. I'm Olive. That's Viv. Your grandma told us you've been coaxed into joining the wrong sort of folks. She put it a little more colourfully, of course. Right, she promised us a few coins if we get you back. I see. Mira lies abruptly down. Sorry. The rain pounds and pools. It lets up just before dawn. You know, I chose that path. I went there because Anyway, I chose it. Grandmother's the only one who would have even noticed or cared. You sure didn't seem too sad to leave it behind. A brisk, soggy march gets them back to the town of Lodencrone before lunch, but not before another downpour. I know that I should thank you both, but I'd appreciate it if you let me go in alone. Our job's not done until you're home. You have a lot of wind in you. The old woman stands up from her chair as the door opens. Mira, my girl. I'm back, grandmother. A lengthy scolding follows. What could have possessed you? A shouting match whose words are drowned in the rain. Not exactly a joyful homecoming, is it? Grey Geddy's place is just up the road. Grey Getty's tavern is empty except for Getty himself. They eat a late lunch and stand finishing their drinks. So what's next for us? Next, these cultists are a bigger problem than everyone thought. Rumour is the Westland passage is blocked. They control the road. You're saying that's for us to do? It's a job for someone. I owe you both a lot. There you are. I see you survived. For now, yes. Thank you anyway. I wanted to come and tell you that I'm grateful. I made a mistake and you saved me from having to live with it. More than that, though, you showed me that my life could mean something. That I might be able to save someone else. It's alright. Part of the job. Listen, I'd like to ask you to take me with you, if you'd have me. And your grandma? I don't want to be a burden on her anymore. I used to promise that I'd find a way to make something of myself. Make her proud. It does sound like something from a story, doesn't it? Well, it's up to you. I won't discourage you, but we were thinking of expanding our operation. Becoming a true company of heroes. All we're missing is a name. What do you think of was it the Riders of the Weird Arm? Didn't we decide on the Panther Bandits? Should I tell them my idea? I'm going to roll 1, 2, or 3. Or I'm going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 6. If we get 5, 6 and it makes us name it ourselves, then I've made a mistake. But it's a 2. We're going with the Riders of the Weird Arm. Count me in. Hard not to get swept up, isn't it? The mountain pass to the Westland is being blocked, so we hear. There's plenty of work to be done between here and there. Some of it bloody dangerous. I'll do whatever you ask of me. If not for myself, then for my grandmother. Here follows the tales of the Riders of the Weird Arm. Deeper secrets await them. And Mira levels up. She's already as strong as Olive and Viv now. Okay, so what we're going to choose for Mira's first attack, her first skill. We've got Broad Swipes. Her melee attacks deal 2 damage to all other foes within range. Zealous Leap. Every other turn, as a swift action, Mira can make a daring leap up to 3 spaces away. Or Backslam. As a swift action, every other turn, Mira can knock away an enemy up to 2 tiles. What are you thinking? Broad Swipes. Nice. And what we will do... Oh, nice. The deepists are stronger. Okay. I was going to secure this place, but we might as well go here first. And for those that don't know, I always like to make a rule of every time we pass through an area where we can recruit someone, we do it. I'll never go out of my way to recruit someone, but if it's on the way somewhere, then I'll do it. So when we go back through here to get to these areas, we'll recruit someone. Our Chapter 1 objective is to clear all hostile sites. So literally we have to go to all these places and just clear the place of deepists. Simple enough. But first, our first fight as the Riders of the Weird Arm. Nearby to Moss Vale Lumberyard. Biv always seems to be by himself. Does he have any friends? I've never seen him spend time with anyone, but he seems happy that way. Hey there. Hello. If you ever want to talk or anything. Okay. Guys, we've got company. That's a recurring event that we've seen in many other... I think that's like the blossoms of a relationship. Got a water spirit. For those that don't know, if I can end my turn next to the water spirit, I get to upgrade one of my weapons into a water weapon. Let's go, Wood Dog. Good job. Hey, the Water Dog is such a good little skill. Yeah, let's do it. Get nice and close. Whip out the axe and shield. And then Viv can finish this. Nice, I was hoping that you wouldn't miss there. Don't get away from me. You know what? I could enter Guardian. But let's get that War Sword. A water spirit. Are you alright, little one? Boom. Nice. And it's going to do more damage, and we get a bunch of different effects. So if we hit a stunt, which is a critical hit in this game, you get refunded an action point. That's huge. You're immune to flanking when hit on enemy turns. Grants 1 speed and plus 10 stunt chance. Nice. And on a successful defense, I drench the attacker, which reduces their defense for 1 turn. Not bad. Let's go, Wood Dog. Kill that horn child. Okay, well, you showed some defense, I guess. That's something. Now, if all we've got to worry about are horn children, this is going to be a relatively easy scrap. Doesn't matter where I am, though. I can't get a shot on this guy. But with my sentinel, that would have probably killed if I had my spear equipped, so that's my bad. Good. Nice. Olive, you can't really get in, so let's get you to a range where you can shoot. Very good. And let's do something. There we go, we got him. Is that the end of the fight? Oh wow. That was a really easy fight. Oh, some new armor. So it says it's going to be an upgrade for Mirror, but not for Viv. So instead of rolling the dice, we're just going to give it to Mirror. Nice. Looks pretty cool. And we got a lantern. An offhand weapon. Viv or Mirror could use it, so we'll roll the dice. 1, 2, 3 for Viv, 4, 5, 6 for Mirror. Let's go into Viv. He'll go with his crossbow, right? I get the action Lantern Dazzle. Yeah. Maybe I'll use it. After the triumph at Mossvale Lumberyard. Great job, everybody. They're on the run. Mirror, good blocking today. We showed those cultists what for. I guess we both have a lot in common, both being warriors and all. Let's see. Favourite hero? Xeno, warrior princess. Obviously. Childhood nickname? Bear, brick. Close enough. It's amazing. Have any two people ever been so connected? Now this is Viv's choice, so I will roll. 1, 2 is the first option. It's a 1. It's the start of a beautiful relationship. Let's go find some place we can talk some more. Yes, we'll definitely talk. So, Mirror has been part of the gang for what? A day? And she's already fallen in love with Viv. Every time we win a fight somewhere, we get the chance to secure the area, which means we can find an item. A bit of gear. Some accessory or something. And I've learnt to do this at every available opportunity, because in the late game, it's really going to help. Let's see, what do we get? We got some wood. And we got some igneous bracelets for some physical damage. 1, 2, 3 is Viv. 4, 5, 6 is Mirror. It's a 3. It's Viv. Nice. And now, we get to recruit. If there's no one in the chat that wants to join the team, I'm just going to randomize until I get a name that I like. Etheria. Frelme. They're always weird. Yeah, we'll go Will. Why not? Let's do. So remember, the Riders of the Weird Arm is looking for a few good men, or women, or really any people. We'll be staying in the inn at the loading crane for a little while. Stop by if you're interested. You've got this, Will. You're going to be a great hero. They'll sing songs about... Wait, why is there a sock on the door? Someone must have dropped it on the door. On the doorknob. No matter. Let's do this. I can hear you in there. Not right now. Giggle. You said to stop by if I was interested in joining, and I found your sock. I don't know how else to say it. Not right now. What? Oh! I'll stop by again in the morning. Wow, they were having a time. It's fine, we were just darning our socks. I'm sorry, I had no way to know. Moving on, quickly. So, you want to join the Riders of the Weird Arm? Yes, sir. Can we look at his story? I'd like to choose their class based on their history. Will and his sister got by without their parents. They relied on each other and would continue to across the distances of time that they would... I can't read. I'm so sorry. Will and his sister got by without their parents. They relied on each other and would continue to across the distances and time that would one day separate them. He always considered his left eye to be the magic one. If anyone looked close, they might discern the silver of the crescent moon drifting over the pupil. He lost sympathy for those unwilling to help themselves. Sympathy. He would often declaim, life is a battle, and the strong deserve their prize. I mean, I think Will here... I'm going to get rid of his last name. We don't do last names in this playthrough. I think Will's going to be a mage. Okay, so we have to train him as a mystic. I guess it makes more sense to be Mira or Viv. Viv's the one that spoke to him. Oh, okay, that's done. And now Will. What? I got rid of this last name. There we go. Okay. Oh, also, I wanted to check. Wait, sorry. No, just friends with Mira and Viv. So it's not going to mention Olive's... Are they married? They might not be married, actually. It might have just been a love interest. So we're going to train Will as a mystic. You do that. Everyone else is going to push ahead to the next area. And then once Will is ready, he will join them. I'm glad we finally got a mystic in the team. And his history, just like... Oh, wait. Another thing. He didn't even read this. Will is 25. He is an aloof greed wagon, so he's greedy and goofy. And if we look at his history, we can see he's loyal, weird, and thorny. I think these are important, but I don't know why. I haven't quite figured out why. Nice, we've secured a site. Let's see what item we got out of it. A feather steel ring. Okay, if I roll a 1, 2, 3, or 4. If I roll a 5 or 6, I'll just re-roll. It's a 4, Will. Welcome to the team. Have this ring to commemorate your entry. There's a job here. I'm going to send someone. I'm going to send Olive. And then I'm going to send the other two to the next combat area. So in between each chapter, you get to upgrade everyone's armor and weapons based on the materials that you've gathered throughout the first chapter. So every little job that needs to be done around the map it's good to do. Will is now level 1. What am I going to give him? Once per swift action, creates a shield around himself. Not bad. I can make a tree or interface with an enemy. Yeah, let's do that one, compulsion. I can control an enemy and make them move wherever I wish. Alright, so Will, can you join those two? Ambush? Their camp is clearly visible from the rocks above. Mira understands that now. Mira, you're back early. The odd clumsy noise isn't too hard to pick out. The gross odour undercutting all the fresh cedar. Deepists. Okay, we'll roll to see what we get. This is just a fight between Viv and Mira. If I stop rolling 6s. 3. I'll set fires. Chaos can be an ally. Perfect. We can work with this. Blazes chew at the skirts of these high pines. Escape may have gotten more urgent. Defeat all or escape. I don't know. It doesn't matter which way we escape. But I reckon we can fight our way out of this. Got no rangy attack. Good. Okay. Let's try this again. I think it's just these two and one other enemy. Oh, that guy. Do I not get another action? I do. That's pretty cool. I can't move though. Rats. Nice. Honestly. Easy. It's gonna take more than that to try and surround us. Try and ambush us. Battle's won, but you still feel the forest grieves. Be nice if pulling out a thorn would have closed the wound, huh? Sadly, it doesn't work that way. And by that you mean just that. When you're cut, you need time to heal. Same with everything. I suppose that's true. We could come back in a year or more, see if it needs more tending. Why not? Aw. Unfortunately. Ah, see, here's the upgrades that we can cancel. So we only want to cancel the deepists, because they're the ones that we're going to fight more often than anything else. These are all the enemy factions, but obviously this is the main enemy of this season. The old deepists. I was hoping all four of us would be ready for this next fight, but Olive's going to need more time, which is fine. The three of us can handle this one. The veteran. Oh, this is part of the new events mod. So we've not seen this one yet. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's an old lady following us. We know. And she isn't exactly being subtle. We noticed. And, oh. So this is the Riders of the Weird Arm that's taking a stand against monsters. I must say, I'm quite disappointed by your lack of awareness and detection skills. I've been following you for a while now. I'm sorry, who are you again? You seem to have us at a disadvantage. And why are you following us? Monsters are running about. The roads are dangerous. First, for your first question, you can call me Madam Jua, or Jua for short. Was it Jua or Hua? Did she just call herself Madam Jua? Hua? As in the legendary hero of a century ago? As for your second question, a test of might. Defend yourselves, young ones. What? Frink. All heroes have 2 health. Oh god, we're going to be fine. We've all been given +6 health. Oh wait, get her! Shut her up! The itsy bitsy spiders crawled up the water sprout. Down came the rain, rain. I don't wash the spiders out. Oh my god, Will got sent flying away from the rest of us. But where is she? Oh, found her. Oh, hello. Let's interfuse with this massive ruined arc and do a discus. Okay, didn't hurt the... Oh, she's not glowing blue anymore. Okay. Might as well waste both turns moving because she's not going to get close enough to activate our Sentinel or our Guardian skills. Still do 0 damage to her though. Interfuse with, I guess, this one. And then we'll discus. Why is she attacking all the scenery instead of us? 3 damage, but that is fine. Please kill. Amazing. Okay. Well, we're close enough to attack now. Oh, I can't get too close. It's only 1 damage. We'll take it. Are we not supposed to be able to hurt her? Oh, 1 damage. We're getting there. Soul splitting. Oh. Is it because... It's going to have something to do with the scenery, right? She loses her soul splitting, which has got to be something to do with what's given her... I can hardly hurt it. Hurt her, rather. I can't hurt the scenery either. She's only interviewed... Oh, she's interviews with just this one, yeah. Nice. This is actually a little bit of a scary fight. We'll take it. 1 damage. Oh, I see. So this stuff's taking the damage for her, which I guess makes a lot more sense. But that's good, because it doesn't mean I need to focus on hurting these individually. Nice. Luckily these two are in love. Because Mira and Viv are in love, every time that one of them gets hurt, the other person does bonus damage. A rope. We'll have it or Mira. Let's find out. Let's go into Mira. Cool, I guess. Okay, and Mira's leveled up again. Chill, what would you like her to have for her 2nd level? Hardiness, which is 30% more health. Sharpshooter, deals more +1 damage and +1 range. With range attacks, not with melee attacks. Upgrade broad swipes, so it does more damage to nearby people. Or blood rage, she deals more damage the more hurt she is. Hardiness, good, safe choice. That's what I would have gone for. And Viv, we're going to upgrade. In fact, no, we're going to give Bard. +5 stunt chance to all heroes in the party. Oof. You caused a lot of trouble for us. Why did you do it? Why attack us out of nowhere? I needed to see if you were ready. Truly ready. Long ago, me and my travel companions, we formed a group. We fought a threat. Not what you're fighting now, but something different. We prevailed in the end, of course, but I feel we could have prevented more losses if we had been more prepared. My lover, in particular, used to be a hero like you. Ugh, boomer humour. Until he took an arrow to the knee and got maimed. Classic. Wait, if you really are the Madam Hua, wouldn't that make you over 100 years old? Being a mystic has its perks. In all seriousness, thank you. I can rest in peace knowing the land is safe in safe hands. But before I go, something to remember me by. 5 legacy points, that's kind of huge. Let's secure the area. And hopefully, Olive will be done before these guys are done. Incredible. And what I'm going to do... I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll go to this one. I want to send her there. We've got a sash. Cute. Who's he going to go to? 3. That's Mira. Nice. And then we'll send these 3. So now we're all going to the same place. Oh, she might catch up before they're done. Incredible. The gang's all here. For the first time, all four will fight together. Why does Mira look so short in her picture? Sneak thief. Where's my lucky coin? I hadn't pegged you as a lucky coin kind of guy. If this is somebody's idea of a joke, it's not funny, unoriginal, uninspired, and not funny. That coin is responsible for more victories than you'd think. I forgot it on a hunt one time and I couldn't hear a thing. If you really love me, you'd help me look. Viv, if I even knew where to start looking... Oh, is that it? What the... Hey, critter! I need that more than you do! What a chase. Oh, a Mortar cave. Let's roll. It's a 2. Nice try, come here. 69% chance of succeeding something. Ahem. Uh-oh. Hey, what? Ag! Minus 15 accuracy for Viv. For everyone or for Viv? Minus 1 temporary hit point. Oh no, plus 1 temporary hit point to all foes. It's a Mortar cave. Honestly, nothing we can't handle. Oh, nice, the broad swipes. We'll swap to the melee. Easy. I feel pretty strong. As a full team... Oh, did I end my turn? No, I swapped my weapon. As a full team, we feel pretty strong. I missed that one, but... Interfuse with this. It should give us more of a view. Oh, it's a door. Very good. And then my dog should be able to finish this guy. Nice. Well, if there's a door, it means no point wasting our time being cautious. I wonder what... For some reason, Olive's got an inspiring aura around her. But I wonder what's giving that. I wonder if it's like a skill she's got or if it's one of her pieces of equipment. Come on, Mira, you might as well open the door. What does Rope Aid do? Pulls an ally from a maximum distance of 2 to 6. Ah, removes the pinned. Guess I'll hurt that guy. I was hoping for a stunt, but that's okay. And Viv, you can't hurt anyone, so let's pull out the crossbow. Good. Interfuse with this rubble, because that bone lance is going to do more damage. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but enough to kill the sommelier. Of course, Viv will have more experience than anyone fighting Mortar Guy, because that was the main enemy of Season 2. Poor dog, no! It's so sad. I think Olive's axe actually does more damage than the bow. So I should probably look to use that more. Oh well. Get around this guy so we can do a flank attack. And it's a stunt, so it kills. Another very successful fight. 0 damage taken. And some lovely pauldrons, which give more physical damage. And we're going to give them to Will, which makes no sense. But hey, he could do physical attacks every now and then if he wants to. So you got the coin back? Yep, the little rascal must have had a change of heart and dropped it. It's kind of cute. Grow? You're kind of cute. Nice. Come here, little critter. Come on, you want to be friends? 1 to 2, it goes to Mirror. 3 to 4, it goes to Viv. 5 to 6, he scurries off and does his own thing. It's a 2. Mirror called him cute. He'll remember that. Ah. Ah, I got a trophy. I've always told you I have a way with animals. You literally never told me that. Now Mirror's got a pet. How cute. Let's scout this area. Oh, another job just opened up. I guess I'll send 2 people to do that. Sorry guys, someone's messaged me. Okay. Back in. Oh, well, look at that. A forest cloak of grace. Who's going to have that? It's a 1. It goes to Olive. Extra dodge. And now we can send everyone to this. Another little job is done. To the next area, please. Here's something you won't see underground. Never knew about this place. Not many do. Oh, this is nice. I got my first kiss here. It was as magical as you'd expect. Something about your first love never leaves you. It complicates you, doesn't it? You reckon she's talking about Thane from season 1? Can I ask you a serious question? The cult, the Deepists. You don't look like one of them. In fact, they don't look like anyone I've seen. Can you explain that? Oh. Falling streams rush, splash and sing. Tadpoles flute aimlessly around their clear water. Older frogs are scarce and furtive. I saw it happen. By that time, I'd been down there for 2 days. You lose track. There was someone else, Mark. Mark was his name. Earlier arrival. He was all ready for the ceremony. Took his oaths. The oaths I took, I can't remember them. I ate a mushroom of some kind, fell asleep. Your oaths are completed when you awaken from them. Mark went before me. He consumed what they gave him, and he said into the chamber of dreams sleep. He went to the chamber of dreams to sleep. He was in there for a day or so, and then a pair of priests went in, and I could hear. I'm not sure. The man who came out had Mark's body, face, but different, warped, pulled, whittled at. Could barely speak. Skin gone strange. Pigments leached and blued and weirded. Did as he was bidden. Ate when he was bidden. You saw all that? But you were going to let them do that to you? My choices were gone by that point. The only hope was through. And by through you mean... The deepening is a process. It's how it was explained to me. While Mark took a step back to his blank and more primitive state, it was in order to prepare him for his descent, as he lowered himself. His mind would be reborn, better, deeper, more powerful, blessed by the prophet, and he would be embraced, valued, loved by his brethren all. It's like graduating from one stage to another. Growing up, or down, I suppose. The noise of these delicate falls isn't loud enough. Their dampening skins and clothes feel cold, fingers numb, blue. Time to go? Right, yes. Come on, Mirror. This world is warm, and love, after all, ripens sweetest inside. Coming. Ah, there's no fight here. Sweet, it's just a little outpost we can build. And we will build a tannery. To get more hide at the end of the chapter. And this place is completely separated by rivers. So we're going to have to build a cheeky little bridge. And this will be the penultimate fight. And this will be the ultimate fight, which will end the chapter 1. Cancel the deepest upgrades. Carry on building a bridge. Bridge built. Let's go. So far, I think this has been an extremely successful first chapter. Up. Hey, I got a splinter. You say you got a splinter? Yeah, don't worry about it, but I got a splinter. You got a splinter? We're stopping for this. I got a, what looks like a, oh, I got a mean splinter, see? Sliding past an elm. I've got a bunch of splinters up in my day. I'll have a look. The dream loom was a bit further, so should this be our priority? Wow, that's some splinter. The more I look at it, the deeper it seems to wriggle. Okay, we can either get it out later or get it out right now. We're going to get it out right now. I'll make it quick. This won't hurt a bit. Ow! Whoops, but here it comes. Painless and easy. Enough! Here it is, I got it. Olive holds a long, wet wood filament up to the light. How did you get that thing stuck in you? It's huge. Olive slips into a corded pouch, places it in Mira's hands. It's got your blood. Good luck to keep it. And with that, they carry on to Nearmark Dreamloom. That was odd. Why would you keep a splinter? Ah, courage. More damage. I thought I was going to get more hurt. Oh, we're fighting Thrixels, I think. We've never really thought Thrixels. A little bit scary. Can I shoot from here? Nope, so let's go into Sentinel. What an odd place. Interfuse with this. Use Constrict. Hopefully kill this guy. Nice. Okay. Well, Mira can't do anything really. Olive could shoot. A shame. I could get close enough, but I'll take damage, so we'll just stand there and do Sentinel. Could do another Constrict. Sure. Doesn't pin him, just hobbles him. So his movement's been decreased. And I could send the wood dog here. How much damage will I take? 2 to 4, so that could kill. Oh, wait. Okay, we should be fine. Because now you're in attacking range. Nice. One down. There could be some behind this door. I doubt it, but you never know. Right, can Will and the wood dog take on this last guy? Alright, we need the dog to do 2 damage. Amazing. Is that it, or are there more in the back? That is it. And we got a dual-wield hand crossbow. Oh, I've got to give it to Viv, right? I'll give it to Will. Because, you know, makes more sense. He's not got an offhand weapon. After the triumph at Nearmark Dreamloom. She's so good at fighting, but I wish she'd never be interested. Ha, take that. Sounds like somebody needs a little push. We've had this in every single season so far. Are you real? Yes. Can she see you? No. Am I going crazy? I don't know. First, we've got to create a mood. What does she like? Butterflies. Bad idea. Stupid, stupid. Why am I taking romantic advice from a tortoise? Turtle. Whatever. Looks like the boy too shy. Don't you want to kiss the girl? And we'll roll. It's a 1. I can't do it. What if she doesn't feel the same way? Scram before I make a soup out of you. Oh, gotta find a way to get that boy out of his shell. That's good, because as far as we all know, Olive is still with Thane from Season 1. Alright, secure this last area, and then we'll do the final fight of the chapter. Oh, but first, Viv and Mira went in search of an exile. Cheeky little side quest. Viv never told anyone. In fact, he often wondered whether it had truly happened at all. A death curse had been laid on his head as a boy. The words of some weird witch whose wrath had been stirred. A vulture voice shrieked in Viv's sleep, visiting often on nights of a shadowed moon. Many years went by. As summer piles up, Viv begins to feel a clutching hand at his heart. And at last he confided in someone. He chose the person he cared for most of all. Cottage is just up this way. How are you doing? How's your breathing? I'm fine, I said. It's not like it's wasting me away. Quite yet. They travelled to a whispered home of an exile. An old mystic reputed to have studied curses and their counters. I do wonder. I don't know. Exile. Being exiled. I'm not somebody who hangs in every window for a word, but that idea. What did this person do? I can't really say myself. I don't know. See, I think we ostracize people, sometimes just because they see things differently. And tonight, I feel like we could use that. An uncommon perspective. What's this lady called? Gia, was the name I heard. Gia Vasta. Trees? Is it the wakeful trees again, all mumbling and moth-peppered? From the far side of the cottage, her creaky voice bleats. Is it trees or the breeze between them? Or the hare, or the proud owl, muttering to mock my ears on this most markless night? Whatever you be, lostlings or doggons, or even a man of bones, if you creep hankering to my cottage door, be warned, I'm no morsel for a tooth, nor treasure for a... Easy now, we're just some well-meaning strangers here to talk. Well-meaning? Which are those? Then her lantern light finds their faces. Oh! And a laugh spills from her. A burbly, wet, warm laugh. Ho ho! Is it two couth travellers? Ahoo, come inside. It's late, but my stove's going. There's pig feet pickled 9 years. Chicken I'll chap and simmer. They tell the exile mystic about Viv's curse, and chicken cooks in a bluish bath. Curses, hexes are really extensions of nature. Agents of a wild will, like beasts, like fire, eating, breathing, destroying. Once a curse is spun into motion, it follows the course of chaos. The trick then is to trap it and lure it out of life its circles, and bind it within new bounds. Sure, I know how to do this, but the cost is always steep. We're low on alternatives, so we'll do what you propose. If you are certain it, then there's somewhere you must go, and you may not well enjoy it. What you find there, but you are to retrieve something, a stone. The stone that was buried in a cave well hidden. There are few objects of power in this world, fit to be a home, a prison, or for a curse. The Dwemerald stone, green and bright. I hope that I'm the only one who knows its location. Obviously we're going to do it because it's a little side quest. You know what? Mira and Viv, just you guys. Olive and Will can carry on. Do that together, and then you can do the job together. We're not going too far away anyway. The story continues. Where Gia inked their map, an unremarkable tunnel mouth opens. I'm not set on going through with this, not in all a rush anyway. Viv, just follow me then. Water rubbed this cave into our soft parts of the planet. There's a good cool air, a strange ancient smell. I wonder if you feel it, being cursed. I wonder if it's something that the body feels. Shouldn't you be the one who knows? Shouldn't you be who knows? No, I mean, I wonder if, when it's gone, I'll realise how affected my life's been. Is it a point of concern? You mean there might be bad consequences? It's not important. Down through the dimming narrows of the cave they stoop until Mira pulls up. Half-broken wall here, made by people. There they squeeze sidelong along decaying stonework. There's no door, meaning it wasn't meant to be opened. Maybe it belonged to the dead bandits, is my guess. They sealed up their hoard and never returned. Couldn't return. Ambient light seeps from mineral veins into the next chamber. How old is it though? The mortar comes away like cake paste. Wow. Not just a cave, I guess. She said it was buried. I didn't think she meant buried. It reads, Everlasting rest now cradles our bright hero, Ansel Aristalis, who tore the world from the talons of a hungry evil, and gave his life to free us from tyranny. So this jewel we're meant to find, it has to be interred within his bones? I'll roll. It's a 1. Let's not do this, mirror. So they leave without the treasure they've been sent for. The tome Earth remains undisturbed. That hermit woman must have known. It's possible she really didn't. Viv? We're being too... I mean, who are those compunctions for? Who are we helping? Leaving our hope down there. This is the better path, love. Have to trust me on this. They decide on their next destination by dusk. They trace their steps back to the home of Gia Vasta, seeking answers. Maybe it'll all be fine. Old Jimmer, Gia, hermit woman of the woods, we've returned. Who creeps by daylight to my lonely cot? Who? Be it the troubled chipmunk, a storming autumn mumble, or, oh, it's these puddlewits. Your task wasn't easy, Gia. We travelled hard under wind and weather to reach that cavern. You sound as if you found it. There's a well-said silence. I sense you return without the thing I sent you for. There's one thing that mattered about all of this. You sent us to desecrate a tomb, a hallowed place. I told you the task would be distasteful. Had to be something else, a different kind of thing to find. Sweetheart, no. No, and again, no. I need the higher Dwemeraldine prison that contains my higher essence and the balance of my fathomless power. Oh. That does sound fairly unique. So canter back and fetch it, while the year is uncold. While your friend still lives, would be a good time to go. Don't I know your voice? It's shy, almost involuntary, the question stumbling out of him. The meeting of their eyes can't be forever delayed. Me? My voice? And recognition comes in a grudging glance. How many times on a night of no moon had Viv woken with a murmur in his ear, the whispering of an absent woman's lips? The whisper would rise in pitch as it went away, receding as if on wings, and becoming a phlegmy, far-off shriek haunting the rafters. I've heard your words, your strange words in the darkness, crackling, a voice climbing into the sky. The voice of the one who is awfully pretty for her age. Love, you mean this is the curse comes from her? What? No, that's weird. That would be smart if it was me, but because... Oh, fine, yes, okay, I'm your curse mother. And you may as well know it. At this point, my name isn't Gia Vasta. Why would it be? No, call me Volta, Volta of Grey Mountain. For I am the Vulture Queen herself. In the charred and sun-raw days before the... Wait, you're getting this, right? You understand what I'm doing? Huh? You're explaining the thing. Alright, perfect, sir. In the charred and sun-raw days before the rise of the Tree Talkers, the Star Watchers, and the wave-wandering poets. In the scorched and beautiful days, I was Volta of Grey Mountain. Volta, who conquered all the lands and people within my span. My soldiers were plentiful as the stones, as I stooped over every town, farm, and tower, plucked for every gobbet of joy that pleased me. Crazy, you think? And my reign would have lasted forever, except for our hero, the man from the tomb, the statue. An acne-scarred pinstrill is what he was, Ansel Aristalis, his bad and cumbersome name. He played paying me tribute. Come low-tailed under my perch for us like a strood, only, as I looked in the gem he offered, he then dealt me a blow that would kill a mortal. So, by some power's hand, the great balance of myself poured from me. My essence was imprisoned within that jewel for eternity, and I became a wingless exile. Cast clattering down the mountains, a marrowless bone, little to no memory thereafter of what I'd been. I had to remember forcibly through an embattling fog over eons. Ever heard something like this? How long ago were we meant to believe all this happened? Huh? Oh, my body, this shell that prattles before you, it dies, but it always resolves again. To life, call it my curse. I'm almost powerless now, over millennia. I've roved. For untold stretches of time, I was so weak I could barely eat, but I did hunger. Hunger was all I had. Yet you found the strength to curse me. Unless that's another life. Another lie. Ah, yes. Yes, around the time you were a child, Viv, a mighty quake split the earth, a sealed chamber, wherein Aristalis was buried, and my powers were broken open. This allowed some of my strength to seep back into me. Unfortunately, the hallowed tome still repels my gaze, my steps, my efforts to attack it. Believe it or not, a certain slant of the spell meant that only well-meaning hands could draw the stone from its place. Ingeniously then, I laid a curse on a child. On me. Right, the idea being, as demonstrated, to set in motion in pure seeming quest that would serve my ultimate ends. And it's really going to kill him? Once retrieved, I would bind the curse into the gem and place it on my own. Oh, the curse? Oh, probably. Unless the curse killer is Oh, I guess I should stop saying things. Anyways, thanks for listening, my sadlings. You may journey well if you wish. I won't stop you. Oh, we're going. The exile. What's up, idiot? No one curses mirrors, man. Oh, what's that? Stunt? You mean I get to attack again? Pathetic. Nice. Good job, Mirror. So passes who? Volton, was it? Volta? That wasn't satisfying. Huh, well. Do we burn the house? They don't. They leave it like a grave marker and go. And peace follows with a turning year. Death sleep where once a voice peeked and burrowed. Viv will find that he knows it for sure, one day, that the curse, whatever it might have carried, is gone. And somehow in the wild, 20 long seasons later. Ooh. It actually went better that time. Suppose we must try again. Ah, and Viv levels up because he completed a little side quest. Well, once we're out of the swift action, Viv chooses a nearby ally and gives them a bunch of stuff. No, we'll go Sentinel. Upgrade the Sentinel. Awesome. Let's regroup, team. Oh, okay. You two can do that instead. Oh, I've messed it all up. No, you do that. And you do that. There we go. Got some more materials. We got a talisman. Roll the dice. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Not 6. That's not going to help me. It's a 2. Viv, more armor for you, sir. Very cool. And now you two do this job here. They should both finish at roughly the same time. Amazing. More materials. So now these two can get sent towards here. Ah, perfect. Now everyone can get sent towards here. What a great time to regroup. And we're all here together for the final battle of the chapter. A narrow pass cuts the mountains here. It's on towards afternoon, and the breezes sigh among the rocks, pushing grey swaths of mist around. Looks like we've got a task in front of us. It's not someone you know, is it? You know many of them? Huh? No, it's not like I spent a long time there, learning people's names and stuff. It was just... Let's worry about the implications when we make it to the other side. Nice. No talking, more fighting. Not too scary. No one fills me with terror in this team. Let's see if this rope aid works. Did I do it? I don't know. Stand behind mirror. Do a cheeky little shot. Miss it. Nice. Viv. Cool. Miss it. Nice. Now, how much does this shot do? How do I actually use this weapon? Doesn't give me the option to just shoot with it. Unless the offhand weapons don't give any stats. Who knows? Let's interfuse anyway. Splinter Blast. Shrine. Oh yeah, this. And then we'll do a Discus and hit this guy. Not bad. 4 damage on one, 2 on the other. We'll take it. Ah, and of course, my Doge. Good kill. I wonder if that must count as Olive's kill, right? Who knows? Hello, Chosen. Not too bad. Okay, not great. Mirror. Push up. If we get a stun. No. You know, 6 damage is still fine. Nice. Good job, Olive. Oh, I just realised there's 2 enemies here. Well, let's kill the Chosen. He's a little bit scarier to look at. Oh. How are we doing? The Chosen. We slew one of the Chosen. From up the pass, a gentle thundering filters down. They feel it in their feet, the shaking rocks, the pounding earth. That's not a good sound. Something splits the stones ahead and comes charging. The guttural call of a horn resounds. It's the Shadow Hunter. He's found me. Ooh. He looks a bit scary, doesn't he? I don't see him anywhere, but he's certainly here. Big stunt. Get another kill. Might as well send 3 damage here. I should have pushed him ahead really, because then he could attack and at least... Oh my word. That's a big Bowie. We'll push Mirror ahead, because if she gets a stunt, she can attack again. There's the stunt, 5 damage. What if I get 2 stunts in a row? Oh. Imagine if I could attack again, that would have been incredible. Olive. 3 health left for Olive. Got to be a little bit cautious. I wonder if we should play with the rule set that if a legacy character dies during their second playthrough, do they get removed from the legacy because they're technically dead? Or do they stay in the legacy because they've still finished a playthrough with someone else in another time? Engage with the Shadow Hunter, so the Shadow Hunter can only attack the Wood Dog. He's going to sacrifice himself. Oh, and he's blocked it as well. How does a dog block, tell me? Because I don't know. Mirror, you've missed. Kind of pathetic. Right. 6 damage. Oh, it does 6 damage regardless. Amazing. So you can shoot from a nice safe distance away. Viv with another flanking attack. With a stunt, the Shadow Hunter is down. And I think that's going to be the end of Chapter 1. 3 level ups, incredible. Viv being level 4 at the end of Chapter 1, by the way, is huge. No, not 5. I need... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 6. So Olive is going to get this one. Oliver's leveled up as well. Yeah, let's do that one. I've never used Spirit Chase, but I will eventually. Viv, level 4. We can upgrade Bard, Vigilance. I like that one. I like it a lot. Yep. And Mirror is level 3. Ooh, okay. So we can get Blood Rage, chill, deal more damage the more hurt you are. Vigilance, you get to do 2 reaction attacks per turn. Divine Athlete, once per turn as a swift action, you can turn your physical damage into magic damage, or you can upgrade your pet to give you the passive ability to gain a 30% chance to find an extra augment at the end of every mission. I don't know what an extra augment is. I assume it's a accessory, a piece of gear, but I don't actually know. I've never heard it be called an augment before, but he's gone for Vigilance anyway. Nice. They emerge from the mist on the other side of the range. Well, we're through. I'm just hoping we don't see another one of those cowmen. I don't believe it. We slew the Shadow Hunter, but... might have to deal with patrols. Any suggestions? Windmill up there might be our best option for a safe sleep. They all pick their way up to the windmill. Hopefully they'll find rest. The wind in the mountains rises and howls. And... oh. Okay. That's light to be kissed by. I'd check around the back. The windmill smells like sackcloth. It's cool, dusty, decaying. Slow twirling blades groan overhead as a splinter center shaft twists uselessly in the ceiling. Seems we're alone here. It's been a strange journey. I never expected to be anything more than Just another nobody from Three Morns. You saved me. Thank you. We all do the best we can. The old Jasper Mill, I remember hearing of this place, built a couple generations back, kept running all that time, until recently. It looks like 2 or 3 years. People do the best they can, but the seasons are relentlessly changing. It's our joy and our sorrow. We can only hope to live well and not die alone. True enough. The road they've reclaimed will see the new traffic soon. It will open the way for travellers, trade and peace. But shadows collect in the places shadows do, by the rocks and the ruins, deep under the roots of mountains. And that is the end of chapter 1. We get 10 years of peace, which I think is because we had 8 victories. Who knows? But awesome. Of course, the deepest have been weakened. And during the last 10 years of peace, what happened? Mira's grandmother, Lathveya, passed away. She died satisfied that her grandmother had embarked on a sunnier path. The open road brought many colourful folks through it. The open road brought many colourful folks through Three Morns. Old Lathveya would have loved to see it. Olive spent a month tracking a golden stag. As she finally raised her weapons for the kill, the stag looked her straight in the eyes and laughed. Olive went home with a prize greater than any set of antlers. While out on an evening stroll, Viv accidentally locked eyes with a forest squirrel. In the long years ahead, it would prove a tolerable companion and comfort in his old age. Old age? Or the squirrel's old age? Moss Vale Lumberyard was run by Levigan, an old friend of Olive's family. When the time came, Levigan offered to supply the timber for the house that would bear Olive's name. Ah. And now we get to upgrade our weapons and stuff. So first of all, anyone with a tier 0, so in the bottom left hand corner you can see all of our equipment has got 1 star or 2 stars above it. Some have got 0 stars, like Will's armor. So we're going to upgrade that to a tier 1 armor. Got so much choice. We'll go with the specialist drab. And then the wand, let's upgrade that to a tier 1. Oh, it's a staff, yeah. Okay. There you go. And now we'll upgrade 1 tier 1 thing on everyone into a tier 2, starting with Mirror. I feel like we always have to start with the armor, right? Cool. Olive's armor, can we make that tier 2? No. What about the bow? There you go. Little tier 2 bow for you. Viv, can we upgrade your armor to tier 2? Yep. I feel like armor's always the most important thing. Now I realised I shouldn't have upgraded Will's armor from tier 0 to tier 1 because we could have gone tier 2. What about his wand? Nope. What about his little offhand crossbow? Nope. What about Mira's sword? Nope. Looks like that's probably the most we can do. Viv's spear? Nope. Olive's axe? No. Looks like that's it. There's more like this. Further we go. Only the crows are pleased, singing to the smell of the burnt homes, burnt flesh. Elsewhere in the woods, here it is. Pretty secluded place. Who are you? Fixed this old cottage up herself. She had experience with it. Fixed this old cottage up herself. She's had the experience your child did. Went further though. And loading crones just the other side of the hill back there. The door swings open before Viv can lock. Who's shouting out there? Is that... Viv, it's really you. It's so good to see you again. Wow. It's almost a year since I left for Three Morns. Feels like longer. So even though they're a love interest, he was gone for a year. The woodland cottage is small but not cramped. Singe, spice and the odour of old cooking oil tangle cosily in the air. I'll admit it, it wasn't easy. I mean, I thought about you. Who's this? Gelroth, I'm from Three Morns. His wife and kids are with his cousin on a nearby farm. I brought him to you because... It's those cultists again, isn't it? The ones who I've sworn to... They were meeting with my son. Oh, I thought they were going to say it was like her father or something. The kid's okay. Wildermyth here had to move his whole family though. The neighbour's boy put on one of their masks and went with them. And I knew it was nothing I could fight. It's quite a ways down the southwest road through the territories that's gone wild, but I think that we should lend a hand? I agree. But also, it strikes me, are we being realistic? I've heard it called the weight of well-meaning. When the act of helping one puts you into the hopes of all who need helping. Imagine me convincing you to think of everyone else. Let's be cognizant of our own limits. I understand it's not your fight. 3 Mon is far away. After all, we left it far behind. Wildermyth opens the door and... thump. I was only saying... yeah. The door opens back up. Mira, are you aware there's a... oh. You know there's a dad crying outside? Oh. Oh. I'll go grab the old sword. Let's gather food, water, any sewing kits and bandages. The shadows deepen. All monster groups will draw an extra monster card in every battle. And we start chapter 2. We have more of the world map unlocked. Very cool. What is this? Talk to the townsfolk at 3 Mons. Okay. Oh, that's literally our objective. Okay. So we've all started in the same place. We are over in Lodencrone, which must be where Mira's been living. What's the best way to do this? I guess we should do these 3 areas first, and then we'll go through, go fight, fight, oh, fight, 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 talk. Sounds good? That'll be in the next episode. Gang, thank you so much for watching. This has been our first episode of our 3rd season, Monarchs Under the Mountain. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, I've been your boy LF Jake, and I'll see you later. Ta-ra!